Today, let's talk about 5 things that destroy man inside you and suck out all your energy. The first one is social media, and a lot of people already talked about it, but all the time everyone's just talk about it superficially. TikTok, Instagram, Reels, YouTube Shorts. Short content hooked us, and we can spend in these social networks hours. It used to happen when you think, I'll just check YouTube Shorts or TikTok for 15 minutes. Okay, you check it, then you come out, and it's been already a year. Of course, not a year, but it's 2 hours. And these 2 hours wasted. So that's how it works. It's all about the famous dopamine. Everybody knows about dopamine. If you don't know, here's my other video where I explain how dopamine works. Dopamine is responsible for our motivation and for our searching for a new thing, the anticipation of results. So we anticipate that something cool is going to happen. So why dopamine is produced on TikTok? There is a lot of things to do with our evolutionary mechanism.
In ancient times, whoever had the information had everything, because the survival of himself and the pack depended on it. So, for example, guy knows where the berries grow, and no one else does. So he will live on thanks to what he knows. He will not starve to death. Another example, he's found out where the predator is and he won't go there, so he'll survive. Our body encourages us every time we learn something new.
And what happened to the TikTok? We start flipping to the feed and we start to absorbing all this information. The brain activates and he realizes that might be something useful for us. Maybe we can find out where to find berries or how we can fight with a predator. But besides, there are so many bright colors and so many other people. They can be our friends or our enemies. We need to find about them too. Whoa, and a woman dancing. It's meaning that she trying to find a whale. The thing is, the mechanism we had before and now the same. It's the same ancient brain, but with little extra, and it's always reacting to everything around it in the same old way. You've got yelled by teacher in school, and you've got as much stress in your blood as our ancestor did at the sight of a predator. The body don't understand where is the life threatening and there's just a normal life situation.
And that's what happened. In the real world, we will never get as much information in a short period of time as we do it in a TikTok. You can't immediately know where the animal and the berry and the female and the weapon and the cave where you wanna live are in 15 seconds. But in TikTok, anything is possible. And by playing on these mechanisms of ours, it holds us and doesn't let us go. And when we come back to reality, everything seems so dim, so boring. So little information compared to TikTok, but more importantly, your dopamine levels have surged, and that makes you more vulnerable to the second things that will take your soul.
There's a lot of people talking about it. I talk it in this and this video. It's about relationship between adult films and dopamine. So to summarize, our brain don't distinguish between imaginary and reality. It used to be that to get a woman you need to be strong or rich, and then in the eyes of a male you look like someone she will continue to breed with.
What happens when you watch porn? The brain literally thinks that all the naked women you see are your harem and that you are the richest and strongest since you have so many women. And what happens? Your body relaxes. You might say, because why? Because you already had everything. That's what it thinks.
That reminds me a story that when I was 17 years old, I didn't know about all these things that I explain now, but I only started in that time. And I was talking to a friend of mine at the time, and I'm telling him that we need to get stronger, we need to make money. And you know what he said to me? He answered me a question. Why? I said, oh, what do you mean, why? To feel better about yourself, to be freer, you can do what you like. And then he says, it's okay, I feel good. I feel good about myself, and when I play video games, I feel very interested. It's okay for me. I didn't see the point. What the point of all this? Making money, be stronger? It's not even making sense. And then I didn't know how to answer him. I wondered why I have so incentive to become stronger and making money. But he didn't, and there's the answer. Why should you do it if you have already a lot of males, if you have already a lot of achievements? But here's the problem. No one of this realistic. It's all in the illusory world. But in reality, you have nothing, zero.
As for masturbation, after this case, our prolactin hormone rises. It's designed to lower our testosterone because of some mechanisms related to procreation, and so that intercourse doesn't last forever. Why do you think you can't masturbate 100 times in a row? It's because of it. If your testosterone didn't drop immediately, it will be. That is to understand. Testosterone is responsible for all the most important mechanisms in a man's body that differentiate him from a woman. It drops when the prolactin hormone rises. What if you masturbate 3 times a day, every day or more, what do you think happens to your testosterone?
It will be destroyed, and dopamine will be destroyed too. I've talked about how it happens here, and you turn into a wildest slave. You think like a woman, the exact opposite of masculinity. In this guide, I even explain how some tribes use this tool. While you watch porn and masturbate often, forget about achievement goals, forget about strength, forget about testosterone. It's all not for you if you're watching porn and masturbating. Next, alcohol, cigarettes, vape, it's all clear here. These things destroy your body in complex. Thousands of studies there is, and I think your parents talked about how it's bad for our body and how it's harmful for us. But I'm going to tell you something interesting about alcohol. Why is this so harmful for our level of testosterone? Because maybe of estrogen in beer? No. Problem is not in there.
Men have testosterone, the male sex hormone, and estrogen, the female sex hormone, and how much of this hormone you have in your body determines how you will look and feel. If you have a lot of testosterone, you're on top of your game, you feel good, you look like a child. If you have a lot of estrogen, you look like this, and you're lethargic and apathetic. It's a glitch. I've talked about in my Discord channel, guide on testosterone and how to raise, how to quit porn for good and other things. Join in.
Why it affects testosterone so much? So in the man's body, excess estrogen should be broken down in the liver and excreted. And what's happened when we drink alcohol? Right, the liver is in charge of eliminating alcohol from the body. The alcohol is more dangerous for our body than estrogen, and it's in priority to excretion from the body. And what happened with the estrogen should all be destroyed. It stays and go back to the bloodstream, disrupting all functions, turning us into this. If you're still watching this video, kudos to you, because NPC will be fucking sick of this information that I given here. So this isn't about you. So let's move on. Next is stress. It works like the same thing as prolactin. Stress hormones, one of which is cortisol, is lower our testosterone. So when we have a high level of cortisol, we have a low level of testosterone, and vice versa. When we have high testosterone, we have low cortisol. When there is a lot of cortisol in your body, it looks like this. Yes, it is a skinny fat.
Skinny fat is the body shape of people who with elevated stress hormones. Already talked about this in the Discord channel, guide on hormones and supplements for men. Be kind enough to read.
When we lower our stress hormones, our testosterone goes back to normal. And what happens? We have good moods again, a good libido, the sun is shining, the grass is green, muscle growth. Who didn't know muscles can grow a lot without testosterone. That's why you have a better results in the gym when you have high testosterone. And everything in your life, good. And the main thing, if you're in a bad mood, if you're not motivated, if you feel pathetic, bro, it's all about your hormones. Because just if you can increase testosterone in your blood a little, your life will completely change. That was Nick, bye.